All right, Tom Sawyer from freaking Rush. Yeah, one of my favorite bands of all time to this day still. I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, oh man, I cannot play a Rush song. Geddy Lee? What are you kidding me? The Ged? Impossible. But check this out. You are going to be able to play this song. Oh, if you split it up into the parts, this is actually a Rush song that is, you know, one of the best, and it's not that hard. It really isn't. You are going to learn this, and you're going to play it well. I am Finbar, Finbar Bass. Please click on the little clicker box right down there if you want some free bass lessons that are not on YouTube at all. And heck, let's get right on into this. All right, so in the intro to this song, really just let your E ring out, your open E. I don't even know if that happens on the studio. It sounds like maybe there's a E floating around in there somewhere, but it's hard to tell because really a lot of times when there's keyboards, you can't really hear the bass because of course Ged, as he likes me to call him, plays both. But anyway, sometimes you hear both on there anyway, of course, because it's a studio and they could do that. So that part there that you are all so familiar with, you're ringing on the open E's, 3 of them. Then you're going to hit the 7th fret of the A string, then the 5th fret of the A, right? And then the 7th fret of the D string, just like that. This is where it comes in handy to have that floating thumb technique, but whatever technique you use, try and mute the other strings so they're not ringing out when you're hitting these. You want them to sound clean and powerful. So what I'm doing here is my thumb just naturally lands when I hit that 7th fret of the D string. My thumb just automatically is covering the other strings so that they don't ring out. If I didn't cover that, you can hear them buzzing or ringing. So anyway, and then you're going to hit the 3 more E's, and then you're going to hit the 10th fret of the D down here. Just like that. It's that simple. See that? You can play Geddy Lee. Don't even think that you can't do it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go from the 10th fret of the D string to the 9th to the 7th. So it's going to sound like this. Just like that. And you're going to do that twice. And then the second time you do it, you're going to slide down that 7th fret of the D. I'll do it real slow. Just like that. So for the next part, you're going to keep that ringing E theme going. You're going to hit that 3 times, the open E. And then hit the 7th fret of the A string, just like we did. And you're going to slide it down. Okay? Whoops. Then you are going to hit the E's again. And then you're going to hit the 4th, the 5th, and then the 4th fret of the D string. Right? Just like that. Whoops. Not like that, but like this. And then you're going to hit the 5th fret of the A string, like this. And you're going to be hitting that and its octave, which is on the 7th fret of the G string. Now, sometimes when people play this, they just play the simple, and I've heard him in concert, and he of course switches this up. Like every time you hear it, he's playing something different. That's kind of the basic. Just like that. Now you could play something like, where you have that kind of triplet-y feel. So it's like da-da, boom. And in any case, then you're going to take that pattern and bring it up to the 5th fret of the E string. Just like that. So you have so you're going to go up to the 10, the 9, and the 7 again of the D string. Now last time what we did was we went, right? And that was like a little prelude to what was going, or foreshadowing to what was going to come now. What we're going to do now is we're going to extend that run 10, 9, 7 of the D, all the way down to the 5th and then the 4th. And then you're going to hit the 7th fret of the A to finish it off and slide it. So, right? Slide that 7th down. So the next part is really, I think, one of the best parts of the whole song. It's just this sort of creeping bass line right up in here. I'm going to show you this. So what I did there was open E, 2nd fret of the E, then back to open, 2nd, 3rd. See that? It's creeping along. It's a creepy goblin. Okay, and then after that, you're going to hit the 5th fret and then stop. Pause right there. It sounds really cool if you stop right there. Right? Then you're going to hit the 5th, 3rd, and then the 5th. Pretty quick. See that? Just like that. Then you're going to hit the 2nd fret of the E, 3rd fret of the A, and then you're going to do this quick from the 3rd fret of the E to the 3rd fret of the E to the 3rd fret of the A. See that? And then 2nd fret of the A and then open. And if you don't want to do that little jump there, you don't have to. Just a little flourish there. And then you're going to bring it back around by going into the 3rd, the 2nd, and then open of the E. Just like that. Now, what it sounds like to me is when he sings over this, you basically take out all the flourishes and just leave the bare bones. See that? You're basically playing the same thing, but just a much more bare bones version of it, and it sounds awesome. So you do the one with the flourishes in it, and then while he's singing, you do the bare bones. And when you go back to the flourishes one, I actually want to show you this because this is pretty cool. So instead of doing the normal flourish routine here, he does this. And what he's doing there is you're hitting the 3rd fret, and this of course is after. And it's right there, just like normal. You're hitting the 2nd fret of the D, 3rd fret of the A, and then 3rd fret of the E, just like we did before. And then up to the 3rd fret of the A, right? Then you're going to the 2nd fret, right, of the A. Then you go to the 3rd fret of the E. So 3rd fret of the E, then 2nd fret of the A, and then open. Just like that. And if you don't want to do those little flourishy type things, you can just keep it bare bones. But anyway, in any case, at the end, you're going to hit open A, and then 2nd fret of the A. And that takes us into where he's singing the world is, love, and life are deep. And when he's doing that, now, what I'm hearing is basically just the keyboards playing, right? But if you want to play bass along with it, when he sings the world is, love and life are deep, when he sings love, you're going to hit 2 hits on the 5th fret of the E. And then 2 hits on the 3rd fret of the E, and then 1 hit on the 2nd fret of the A. Just like that. Maybe as his eyes are wide, you're going to repeat that 5, 5, 3, and then go back to the 5 and then open. And then let that E ring out. So that brings us to the guitar solo. This is the part that seems the most foreboding to beginning bass players. But really, if you practice this part, over and over again, you'll completely get it. It's not as hard as it might sound to you. And I'm actually going to show you a little trick that might make it a little bit easier for you to play. Maybe not. I use my pinky quite a bit in playing, so it's not uncomfortable for me to use my pinky during this this part that I'm going to show you right here. Some bass players, their pinky isn't maybe as agile, and they want to just use their first finger and their third finger on this, which is fine. So that would look like this, right? Something like that. Now, what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be hitting the 7th fret of the D, 9th fret of the A, right? Then the 6th fret of the D, and then you're going to hit the 7th fret of the A. Right? And then you're going to go down to the 5th fret of the A and then the 7th fret of the E. Right? And if you look at how I'm playing that, and if you watch how I'm playing this, I think most people play it with just the 2 fingers, or their three fingers here. I'm using my pinky because when I play this, you'll notice I use my middle finger first, right here, then my pinky here. Now I don't have to move my hand at all, right, for the first and the second phrasing. Just like that, simple. No movement at all. Now from here, I slide my fingers down, but look how close my first finger is to that, to the next position. Little tiny slide, and my first finger is ready for the next part. And my third finger is right there. Now you notice when I hit this with my third finger, look at where my middle finger is, which is what I started the riff off with. It's almost there already. It's almost where it needs to be. See that? It's right there already. Now I don't think Geddy plays it like this, so you might want to play it differently, but this, I have found, this is a very comfortable way to play it, very simple, and I don't have to look at my hands when I'm playing it because there's such a tiny amount of movement going on right there. But anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to do that. He does this a lot, so you're going to have to get used to playing that. He does that 7 times, then he does this number. Right, and that's, you're going to be on the 5th, the 7th, and then the 5th of the A. 5th of the E, 7th of the E, then 5th of the A. Right, it's very dramatic. Then you're going to go back into this part, the typical part for 7 times, and then you're going to hit that again. And then, believe it or not, you're going to do that 4 more times. And when you're done with that, then you're just going to move it up you're going to move your finger up instead of playing here on the D string. You're just going to move it up and play it on the G string. Right? Same thing. And you're going to do that for 4 times. Then, of course, you're going to go back for 3 more times to the normal one, the first one that I showed you. 3 more times. And then this number, right? It's rising. It's you know, crescendo. And then it goes back into the that I showed you. All right, Geddy Lee, Tom Sawyer. See, I told you that didn't hurt that bad, did it? No, you are going to learn that. Anyway, awesome, fantastic song. Can't say enough about Rush. One of my favorite bands of all time, of course. Geddy Lee, one of my favorite bass players of all time. He's fantastic. I'm Finbar Bass. Please click on the little bass lessons I have down there that are not on YouTube at all if you want some free tutorials. And you could always click on my little Finbar Bass YouTube channel if you want to get some. And other than that, thank you so much for listening and have fun with that one.